Hi YouTubers, it's Diane in Tucson from Arizona Tummy Tuck Journey with an update. Today is the 20th of August. My surgery was the 9th. So today marks 11 days post-op or 10 days post-op, however you want to count it. Doing really, really well. My mobility is far better. My sleeping is better. Everything is really all over. Doing really well. I ventured out a couple times, but I'll go to that in just a little bit. Wanted to give you some updates from my last video. I said I was going for my follow-up appointment with my doctor and was going to ask him a couple of questions. So the answer to those questions are, the compression garment he put me in, he said to wear for 6 weeks. I think at some point I will go to some sort of Spanx or something, but I'm going to wear the one he gave me until my follow-up appointment with him, which is going to be the 31st, which is when I'm going to start scar therapy, and I'll go into that in just a minute. He did put me in a different compression garment, which is shorter, a little bit smaller, so it doesn't go all the way up to right under your chest. It just sits better, and it's far more comfortable than the other. Still the same idea, kind of granny panty around your legs, covers your tush, but the band across the top is shorter and far more comfortable. So if you have a chance to talk to your doctor about what size, maybe they can measure you, or maybe you could try it on before, so that they give you the right size. Anyway, my doctor was really cool because he just threw away the old one and they gave me a new one, and it fits much better. He told me the band across my chest to wear as long as possible. And so I do wear that definitely when I sleep, and of course during the day, but when you go to work or you go out or you wear like a shirt like this, it looks kind of funny. So but I do try to wear it as much as I can. I forgot to ask about taking a break from the compression garment, which I'm kind of bummed I forgot about that. But so during the middle of the night, I get kind of uncomfortable, say around 4 or 5 in the morning, and I tend to take that garment off, and then I get to sleep a little bit better. But I haven't seen any kind of swelling from that, so I don't think that there's any issue. If there was a lot of swelling from it, then I would probably be a little bit more wary of doing that, but I haven't seen it. The zingers are definitely nerves coming back together. Like I mentioned before, they're kind of weird. Some sting, some are just crampy, some just are strange. One thing I noticed being out and about the last couple of days, going out shopping and stuff, is I get this really weird pain right behind my belly button, and it's kind of like a pressure. I don't really know how to explain it. Like somebody who's inside your belly, kind of pushing out with something right behind my belly button, which I think is where the most muscle repair was. And if you sit down, generally that gets rid of it. But if I don't have a chance to sit down, if I put a little bit of pressure on it, it tends to relieve it just a little bit. I'm not sure if that's what I should do or not, but at least it relieves the pressure at that point, just until I can sit down. So that's kind of strange, weird feeling. When I go back to see him on the 31st, I'm going to start what's called Embrace. If you want to Google it, it's scar therapy. I am purchasing it from my plastic surgeon, and it costs $500. So it's a lot of money, but I'm willing to do it. I want this scar to be as thin, as white as possible. My original scars when I did my augmentation back in 2004 were just beautiful, after a year or so. So that's what I would like this scar to look like. So I'm going to do everything I can to have that. And we're going to start that hopefully on the 31st. Read about it, but it's about having tension on the incision. It is silicone based, but do your own research. But it kind of looks like they've cornered the market on what they're providing. But anyway, do your own research. But this is what I'm going to do, and I'll keep you posted on my results. Speaking of scar treatment, the scars underneath my breasts, I'm going to do Scar Away. I asked a bunch of different women on Facebook there was a tummy tuck page on Facebook that I joined, and what I've heard from a lot of women that the scar treatment with the silicone strips is better when they're raised up, and then go to Mederma when they're flattened out a little bit more. So I'm going to start with the Scar Away stuff, and it was kind of expensive. It was $20, but these patches, I think I could cut in half and actually make it last a little bit longer. And these kind of come on and off, and you wash them until you can't really stick them to your body anymore, and then you start again. So, and again, I'll keep you posted on that. Okay, so a couple things to just tell you to give some thought to before you do this surgery. Number one, if you can wait 2 to 3 months before your surgery and hit the gym really hard, get yourself prepared, not only mentally, because it's a pretty jarring thing, but also physically. I worked really hard on my core, really hard on the small of my back, and I tried to eat right, and I took vitamins. Of course, you have to stop a lot of that stuff 2 weeks before your surgery, so ask your doctor that. But so, and then 2 weeks before, we also did a lot of juicing, which was kind of bolstering the immune system. And then I really tried to stay out of places where people were going to be like sick and stuff, because the last thing you want to do is sneeze. I've done it once, it hurts. So I can't imagine going into this surgery sick. So bolstering your immunity as much as you can, immune system immunity, is definitely a suggestion. And then I think getting fit before will help you bounce back, I think, because at 11 days post-op, I feel really good. I love the results I see. My swelling is going down really quickly. I am really, really happy that actually just quicker than I ever would have expected. Now, you can't go out and do marathons or anything like that, but there's definitely, I think, a difference from what I feel and from what I've seen some of the other women do videos about. So think about it. If you have the time and you can wait, and I know it's really hard because it's really exciting and you want to do it, but if you have the time, definitely take that opportunity to kind of better yourself before you do it. And then lastly is, if you can also save the money, if you're doing augmentation, by all means, go silicone. I had implants in 2004 and silicone wasn't available at that point, and now they are. The saline I had it's a bag of water, and that's what it feels like in there. And these are like magnificent. I have to tell you, it's like you can't even really tell there's anything in there. So if you can save the money or save up for that, I think they're maybe like $1,000 or $1,500 more or whatever. I think it's absolutely worth it. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you my incisions under my breast, and then I'm gonna plug in some videos. I finally, well, my boyfriend figured out how to do the videos and put pictures inside the video, so I'm gonna do that. There's 4 photos I'll show you, but I wanted to just show you really quick. Number one, this is, bear with me one sec here. Okay, so this is a compression garment that I told you about, the newer one. So it's a smaller band. You remember the one before was like about 2 inches bigger. And so this is far, far more comfortable. So anyway, think about that. Anyway, so I'm just gonna give you just a little, as much as I can, but they look really good, and I'm not gonna do any kind of scar therapy before all the scabs are gone. I'm putting some petroleum jelly on there to keep them moist, but I'm gonna wait until the scabs are completely gone before I do anything. As you can see, some of the scabs are still there. So anyway, so that's what those look like. And then, so I'm going to insert some video or some pictures here. The first one will be of me before. And then the next one will be me after we got home from surgery and after my follow-up appointment, where they've taken off the bandages around my breasts, and you can just see the surgical tape. So this was just 1 day post-op, I believe. And the next picture is when I went to my follow-up, and he took the big bandage off and put me into the smaller surgical tape. And this is the picture I got to snap of my incision right before they put the tape back on. And then this last photo is from today. As you can see, I'm just really, really happy with how the swelling has gone down, and I can already see some definition coming back in my stomach. Very, very happy. So anyway, so there's my update. I will keep you posted on the scar therapy and how that goes. I probably won't do a video for maybe a week or so, because I'll probably start the therapy maybe on my on the incisions on my breast probably in the next couple of days, and I'll let you know how easy or hard the Scar Away strips are going to be to use and clean and reuse, and that sort of thing. So probably won't do another video for about a week. Anyway, take care of each other, be positive, and leave questions or comments or suggestions in there, and I will answer them. Thanks. Have a good day.